Great. So now we're at tool number 3. Listen. Listen is so important. It's actually advanced receiving. Listening is a superpower because you can begin to navigate in a way that you didn't before. Now, I know you might think you're a good listener, but I'll tell you the habit that women have. We think while someone else is talking because we want our way. We want our success. We want either for them to hear us or for us to get the promotions or for whatever it is. So what happens to women is we're always trying to overcome obstacles, which makes us develop this programming, right, that has us thinking while someone else is talking. One of the most important things you can do is you have to learn to listen. Now, you hear from your ears, you listen from your center. Your listening is everything because you know everything already. You've spent your entire life saying, I knew that. Oh, I knew they weren't going to pay me back. I knew they were cheating. I knew that they weren't being authentic with me. You just didn't like what you heard, so you didn't listen. And I'll tell you, this internal navigational system is never wrong. Okay? But the thing about women, this is so funny, is that we don't even like to be told what to do by ourselves, let alone by anybody else. So we stop listening. So listening is actually an exercise with self-trust. It's super important that you learn this. So listening is twofold. We have to listen to others and we have to listen to ourselves. So as far as listening to others, I really want to invite you to being present. That is how you hear other people. You're present. And so we have to have little tiny exercises that we do while we're listening. For instance, we say, so here's what I'm hearing from you. You want me to pick up the dog at 7:30 so that you can go out and whatever it is, let's say. And they'll say, yes, that's what I want. Great. So in order for you to repeat something back to somebody, you have to have heard them and had to have been present, right? Okay. So what happens a lot to people is if you don't do that, let's also look in a business sense, right? So here's what I'm hearing. You want me to do this, 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 and this. And someone might say, no, that's not what I said. What I said was, oh, that's a big good to know, right? Right in that very moment, we cleaned it up. But do you know how many times someone has said to you, that's not what I said? And what did you say? Yes, you did. I heard that. Maybe they didn't say it. And maybe you weren't really listening. So what I love about this listening tool is it helps me take responsibility for my own listening. So we have to practice listening to others because don't we all want to be heard? And also we have to start listening to ourselves. Now this is where the chapter gets difficult. What do you require? Do you even know? When we know what we require in any situation, we can navigate. And listening to ourselves in what we require is one of the most important things. I talk about my relationship with my husband a lot and how listening to him really shifted things for me, right? So when I say, Andrea, what are you going to require so that this relationship works for you? It doesn't come from what are you going to need, because need is lack. And what are you going to demand? That's lack too. But boy, if I can stand in my requirements and go, okay, this is what I require from you. It is such a powerful place to stand. When you go for a job interview, you have requirements. Tell them you're interviewing them as much as they're interviewing you. I require that you understand that my family's my priority. Requirements are hard. Again, a very difficult thing. But when you start going down the list and asking yourself, what do you require? In the beginning, it'll be, I don't know what I require. Another good to know. Stay in it, dig deeper, keep digging. And all of a sudden it'll just click and you'll go, you know what? I require safety from my friends. I require truth. I require that I can give them my credit cards and my keys and my kids and I'm 100% safe. Whatever it is for you, but you need to have requirements in every part of your life. Now, as far as our accomplishments that we're working on with the Quinn Essentials, what are you going to require in order for you to receive what you want to accomplish? Okay? It's a big conversation. So, listening to others, break the habit of not listening, and listening to yourself, practice listening to yourself, but start off with your requirements. I promise you, it's a new superpower. And when you get it down, you will gather information in such a powerful way for yourself that you won't even recognize your life in a very short period of time.